Demi Lovato's love story with Max Erich turns into her worst nightmare.
These two started dating 4 months later.
I'm engaged.
I'd never even met him.
Now that I have found him, I feel amazing.
Demi Lovato's man is really starting to show his true colors.
We all were being fooled.
He was using her.
Her fiancé, Max Erich, professes his love for Selena Gomez.
He had a major crush on her. So it's kind of been this ongoing thing.
He went from obsessing over Selena to marrying her nemesis, Demi Lovato, in a year.
If y'all want to villainize me,
I thought I was a big person. I wish I could have saw that sooner.
Demi's family is terrified for her life.
Stop using me as a pawn in a PR stunt. Stop.
I didn't actually know the person that I was engaged to.
I was just as shocked as the rest of the world.
I wrote her that next day. I hope I'm not bothering you, but you will never be alone. Just think of the support you have.
I'd rather be alone.
I longed for that relationship with him, and then I resented him. I was literally left for dead after he took advantage of me.
Demi Lovato announces her engagement to Max Erich on the 2-year anniversary of the darkest day of her life.
In 2018, on July 24th, I overdosed.
Pop star Demi Lovato rushed to the hospital.
Tuesday morning, the Los Angeles Fire Department responded to a medical emergency at the singer's residence.
I had 3 strokes, a heart attack. I had pneumonia. My kidneys failed and my liver failed.
I crossed a line that I had never crossed.
And I just remember thinking, I'm just like my dad.
He was an addict and an alcoholic and was abusive to my mom.
He wasn't capable of raising a family.
So I cut him out. We weren't close my whole life. I longed for that relationship with him.
But a sudden tragedy broke Demi's heart.
Your father passed away over the weekend. How are you doing?
It's difficult, but I'm handling it okay.
Yeah.
I had so many emotions around him. A part of me hated him, a part of me loved him, a part of me felt sorry for him.
I also felt a lot of guilt because I've been such an advocate for mental health. Yet here was my father who had bipolar and schizophrenia, and then on top of that, the disease of addiction, and I hadn't helped him the way that I would have helped other people.
My emotions were just so built up. I didn't know what to do. It's this disease of shame and wanting to punish yourself and yet have control of your life, and whether that manifests in an eating disorder or in a drug and alcohol problem.
So you did the whole package, basically.
Yeah, everything, you name it.
Wow.
And now I'm good now.
Yeah.
Good. Demi looked like she had it under control, but she was hiding a dark secret.
The legendary, iconic Demi, 6 years sober.
None of my friends knew what I was using. I was very good at hiding the fact that I was addicted.
The most important thing to Demi is losing people. It's losing people that she cares about and that loves her.
I said I was going to bed, but the reality was that I had called one of my dealers over.
He ended up getting her really high.
I was literally left for dead. All of the daddy issues that I'd had growing up, now I was literally discarded and abandoned. That amplified all of my dad's stuff. I remember being in my hospital bed and thinking, all right, how do I fix this?
Demi didn't have a dad to help her, so she had to step up for herself.
I have to fight those battles on my own, and I can't let somebody come in and fix those issues for me. I sit in front of an empty chair and I share my truth with the empty chair as if he was sitting there. He needed to realize that he needed help himself.
Though she'd accepted her dad's death, Demi was still trying to fill the void he'd left.
Demi Lovato steps back into acting after a 5-year hiatus.
You're in a new movie. Who was in it?
Will Ferrell, who I love.
She was sharing with me how a lot of my movies really helped her through her rehab experience. They really touched me.
I also walked away can I have a second, Dad?
And she quickly rushed into a new relationship.
We met right before the lockdown happened.
Demi Lovato is quarantining with her new boyfriend just 1 week after meeting.
Oh my God, I just invited somebody that I don't really know to stay with my family.
And just 4 months later, Max's true intentions became clear.
So my life has kind of flipped upside down.
The old alleged tweets and comments resurfaced
where her fiancé Max Erich professes his love and admiration for Selena Gomez.
Actually had a major crush on her since 2010, so it's kind of been this ongoing thing.
I was just as shocked as the rest of the world.
He was using her name to try to get ahead in Hollywood.
I rushed into something that I thought was what I was supposed to do. I didn't actually know the person that I was engaged to.
I dismissed the person that I started quarantining with.
Demi couldn't rely on other people to fix her.
And I thought I was my person. I gotta be my person now.
Demi Lovato and Max Erich have broken up.
When they chose to call off the engagement, it was an incredible example of just, how she has, grown and matured and developed in terms of the ability to be in pain and be scared.
I thank God that I did a lot of work on myself. I would be probably a show right now had I not done all my work on my issues surrounding my dad. I feel okay being alone. Like, I'd rather be alone.
She was where her father was, but she got through it.
Demi stopped hiding and started taking ownership.
Performance is really important for me because it gives me a platform to share my experiences with people as hope and inspiration too.
When she performed her song, and I wrote her that next day, that was just incredible to watch you be that vulnerable. I just felt connected and wanting to kind of let her know, hey, you are now affecting me in a way that you should feel really proud of.
What I had been looking for was not in the form of a drug. It was the spiritual growth that I've had over the past 7 months.
By letting go of her shame, Demi found true happiness.
Now that I'm owning who I am, I feel the happiest I've ever felt. That's because I'm being honest. Secrets keep you sick. There's no secrets for the world to find out.
I just have never felt more free.
If you do go through this, you yourself can get through it. You can get to the other side, and it may be bumpy. As long as you take the responsibility, you can move past it and learn to love yourself the way that you deserve to be loved.